At the beginning of season 2, we see Wednesday Adams, the heroine of our story. She is locked in a basement by a serial killer who wants to kill her. But Wednesday is brave and fearless. She starts telling how she reached there. The story goes back 6 weeks. 6 weeks ago, Wednesday learned to control her powers from Goody Adams' book. Since childhood, her only dream was to find and defeat the famous serial killer who used to kidnap and kill little girls. One day, the killer made a mistake. At a crime scene, he dropped the toy of the kidnapped girl. Wednesday's partner, the hand-named thing, picked it up. Wednesday used her powers and touched the toy. She saw visions and finally discovered the killer's location. She went to the airport to travel to that city. At the airport, officers stopped her. She showed all her weapons to the police. The officers were shocked, and then they found Thing too. Wednesday told them it was just a puppet hand used for makeup. But the police kept all the weapons. Angry, Wednesday left with Thing. Finally, Wednesday found the killer in his house. She was about to shock him, but the killer caught her. Wednesday saw visions again, and black tears started falling from her eyes. She fainted. The killer kidnapped her and locked her in the basement. When Wednesday woke up, she saw the killer coming with a knife. He showed her a doll that looked exactly like her. The killer used to make a doll of every victim before killing them. But Wednesday replied, "My hand is also very powerful." At that moment, Thing came out and attacked the killer, beating him badly. Wednesday became free. Thing realized that the black tears came from Wednesday's visions. Wednesday told him not to tell anyone about this. She finally took revenge for the murdered girls. After a few days, posters of the killer's arrest were seen everywhere. Wednesday searched Goody's book for answers about the black tears, but found nothing. Her stepmother Morticia told her they must go back to school. So, the family left. Meanwhile, Wednesday's brother Pugsley learned to use his electric power. He used it, and many accidents happened on the road. In the forest, a man and his friend were standing. A private detective was secretly clicking their photos. Suddenly, many crows appeared and attacked the detective. He rushed into his car and sent a voice message to his partner, but inside the car, more crows attacked him, and he died. The Addams family returned to Nevermore School. Wednesday started liking the dark atmosphere of the school. She even knew where the dead bodies were hidden. Morticia asked her to take care of Pugsley. Wednesday replied, "I always take care of him." Through visions, we see how Wednesday looked after her brother in strange and dangerous ways. She even told Pugsley, "If you ever want to kill someone, take my help." Then they moved forward together. Wednesday met a group of girls who were her fans. Among them, the red-haired girl was her biggest admirer. But soon, a siren girl arrived and chased the fans away. She praised Wednesday because last time she had saved the school. Now Wednesday had become the heroine of the school. At that time, the new principal also met Wednesday. He respected her and invited her to the special party in the evening. But she refused and went back to her room. Inside the room, she saw many people. Her roommate Enid told her that she was a werewolf, half human, half wolf. And those people were her friends. Then she sent them away because she wanted to live with Wednesday again. Enid told Wednesday that she had fallen in love with a boy whom she met at the party, and she enjoyed a lot. They exchanged gifts, which they both liked. Wednesday gave her book to Enid to read. It was very good. Later, Enid's classroom came, and she asked Wednesday to leave. She also said that now she liked another boy who was also a werewolf. Then they found a photo in which someone was watching Wednesday secretly. Wednesday used her power and touched the photo. She saw visions. Since the day she came to school, a stalker had been following her. Again, her black tears started flowing. Wednesday was shocked to see all this. Meanwhile, Morticia and her husband visited Pugsley's room. They met his friend, who explained his powers. Earlier, he could only control flies, but now he was learning to control other animals too. Pugsley said he only liked eating animals. After that, the Adams family met the principal. He asked Morticia to become the head of the gala function committee. Earlier, this position belonged to a rich boy's mother, but she left it. That rich boy also did not return to school this time. The principal also gave them a house outside the school. Morticia liked it, but Wednesday hated it. Morticia told her that Goody was no longer talking to her and that she could help Wednesday by staying close. She had even trained another girl with similar powers before. Wednesday realized she was talking about her sister. Morticia said, "Yes, you both have the same powers." But Wednesday replied, "You should care about Pugsley, not me." She left the place. Morticia felt sad. She knew Wednesday was hiding something and did not want anything wrong to happen to her. While walking in the forest with Thing, Wednesday saw the police investigating the detective's dead body. The new sheriff discovered that crows had killed him. At that moment, Wednesday saw a man running away. She chased and caught him. The man was Calvin, another detective. He told her that the dead detective was his friend, and they were working on a case together. Their case was about helping outcasts, the children with powers. Calvin said, "My son is also an outcast, Tyler." Wednesday already knew about Tyler, who was now in jail. She said, "Tyler is in jail because of his crimes." Calvin requested Wednesday to help him find the truth behind his friend's death. But Wednesday replied, "If you had taken care of your son, he wouldn't be in jail today." She started to leave, but Calvin warned her, "Beware of the one-eyed crow, Raven." Wednesday also saw the raven above her and then walked away. That night, Enid's roommate told all the children a story. 200 years ago, there was a thin boy with a very sharp mind. He wanted to improve himself with machines, so he made a machine heart and placed it inside his body. Slowly, he changed and started making huge machines, but his machines became dangerous. One day, a big blast happened, and he died. His body fell under a skull-shaped old tree. Even today, the sound of his machine heart's beat can be faintly heard there. Only the bravest boys dare to go there and listen to it. Hearing this, Pugsley laughed loudly because he found the story very interesting. Meanwhile, the principal met the Siren Girl. He wanted her to help Morticia with the gala event because she was very intelligent, but she refused due to her studies. The principal told her that earlier they had many funds from the rich boy's mother, but now those funds were gone. So they were removing scholarship students, and she was also included in the list. Wednesday learns that the principal wants to use the siren's power to keep students in school. The siren realizes the principal only wants to use her power, and she becomes upset because these people have a bad name for forcing others to obey by using powers. Enid and Thing talk about how Wednesday forgot them after becoming famous. Enid made a room for Thing, and he liked it. At night, Wednesday plays the guitar again. The music teacher hears her and gives her tips. The teacher says she came because she was impressed by how Wednesday saved the school. At the party, the principal shows Morticia how students are building a phoenix from wood. He tries to convince Morticia to help with the gala event. Morticia says she is confused and needs time to decide. The siren agrees to help Morticia. Back in Wednesday's room, Enid tells her that the rich girl sent a letter and a painting for Wednesday. The letter said she called Wednesday but did not get an answer. Wednesday says she put her phone in water. The rich boy sent a painting that appeared in Wednesday's visions, showing a raven, and it was linked to her. Wednesday is surprised. She also gets a second letter from the stalker. It praised her book and said someone stole her novels. It also gave a new puzzle. Wednesday reads and understands that her novel will be burned inside the phoenix's fire at the party. So she decides to go to the party to find her novel, walking through trees. Outside, music plays and everyone enjoys it. The principal welcomes everyone and says he wants to raise the outcast school's status. He throws a fireball to light the phoenix and the students enjoy it. Pugsley goes to the Skull Tree. By then, Wednesday finds her novel and comes out among the crowd to the principal. He honors her. He shows a painting of the children who saved the school, but Wednesday hates it because it shows her smiling. She tells everyone they will destroy every enemy who comes here. The students cheer. But Wednesday says the students are also like the school's enemies because she dislikes people who flatter others. She says she is not a heroine and warns everyone not to come to her. She will kill anyone who comes near. Then Wednesday and Thing burn the painting and leave angrily. This angers Emmett. At night, Pugsley goes near the Skull Tree to listen for the machine heart. Something suddenly appears and scares him away. His hand touches the ground and releases an electric shock. Buried under the ground, a man rises alive. He looks at Pugsley, and Pugsley is very happy. Enid touches Wednesday, and Wednesday sees a vision. In a graveyard, among many crows, Enid's grave appears. Enid grabs Wednesday from behind and says she died because of Wednesday. Wednesday writhes in pain seeing this vision. Enid and Morticia notice Wednesday. Later, Wednesday wakes up at home with Morticia. Morticia tells her that Wednesday's powers are getting out of control, causing the black tears. The same thing happened with Morticia's sister. She says Wednesday must give her Goody's book because it increases her powers. Wednesday answers that Goody gave her the book and she will not obey. Angry, she leaves. Wednesday recalls 3 things. Calvin warned her about crows. The rich boy's painting had crows, and the vision included crows. She decides to talk to Calvin. When she goes to his house, she is shocked to see that crows have killed Calvin too. Wednesday tries to use her power to see visions by touching Calvin, but she cannot see them. Sheriff Fagan and others arrest Wednesday and take her to the station for questioning. Wednesday says she knows nothing and suggests Tyler might have killed his dad Calvin because Tyler hates them. The sheriff says Tyler is in a secure jail and cannot escape. Morticia's husband rescues Wednesday and takes her away. Next day, Pugsley keeps the man who rose from the grave in his friend B's house. The man is a zombie, and his machine heart is real. Pugsley tries to control him. They agree to keep him there, feed him, and they are happy when he behaves weirdly. Wednesday is upset that she cannot use her powers. She tells Thing that she saw a vision of Enid dying, and if Enid finds out, she will be scared. Then they go to a room and find Enid's body. Wednesday is shocked and sad, but a moment later, it turns out Enid was only pranking Wednesday for prank day. Wednesday is relieved that Enid is alive. Wednesday notices someone left Calvin's eyes there, but she still cannot see them with her visions. Maybe the stalker killer did that. Wednesday tells Enid about Calvin's death. Enid is scared because people die around Wednesday wherever she goes. Wednesday moves Enid to another room for safety. Enid says she has werewolf powers and is not afraid. Meanwhile, all the students keep pranking each other. Enid's roommate is upset when she sees Enid with another boy. The principal and a professor who only has a head arrive and dislike the pranks. They meet Wednesday. The principal is glad because burning the painting pleased Sabro. Outcasts like breaking rules. Wednesday asks if any student can control birds. The professor says no such student has come here for years. The zombie they chained breaks free. Morticia comes to Thing asking for the horse book, but Thing refuses because the family treats Thing like a servant. Morticia tells Thing he is part of the family. Thing reminds them they always order him around, so he leaves angrily. When Wednesday goes to learn driving, she drives fast and reaches the outcast prison. She meets Jody, the manager, and asks to see Tyler. Jody says a doctor handles Tyler. Wednesday meets the doctor who explains she kept Tyler's master away to weaken their bond. Wednesday then meets Tyler and sees the doctor watching through a camera. Wednesday teases Tyler that values defeated him quickly. Tyler says she fell for the animal inside him and calls her not smart. He grows angry. Then a guard shocks Tyler to calm him. Wednesday tells Tyler that his dad and friend were killed. She asks if he knows anything. Tyler says no, he cannot do it from jail, but whoever did it will enjoy torturing her before killing her. He vows that if he is freed, he will kill Enid first because of Enid's role. He says he is a werewolf and this place is dangerous for werewolves. Wednesday calls him a show-off and says his master controlled his height because he was useless. Tyler grows into a large monster, but a guard shocks him again to calm him. It is Thing's birthday, and Wednesday comes with friends. Someone captures Thing, knocks them both out, and they are kidnapped. Meanwhile, the siren meets the principal. The principal tells her she must now tell Morticia to do something. Siren's mother was very rich, and the principal asked Siren to tell Morticia that her mother should come to give funds. Siren felt this was wrong, so she refused. She used her power on the principal and ordered him not to give her commands again. But her power didn't work. The principal said he had a special thing because of which Siren's magic doesn't affect him. He forced her to use her magic on Morticia. At the same time, Wednesday came home. She first freed Thing, who told her about Enid's kidnapping. Then the phone rang. The stalker gave Wednesday only 30 minutes. If she failed, Enid could die. A letter also came, which Wednesday read carefully, trying to find the clue. Meanwhile, Enid and her friend were tied up. They saw many swords and knives hanging above them, which could fall any time. Wednesday reached the place and solved a puzzle. As soon as she started playing music, a secret way opened. She entered the hidden path and saw the stalker wearing a scary mask. Then she used a lift to go to the Black Tower. There, she saw Enid and her friend. Thing tried to free them, but he got trapped himself. A machine started, and the knives began to fall towards Enid and her friend. Wednesday came down and read the puzzle near the machine. She had to find which book was missing. Wednesday understood that the missing book was invisible. She wrote the name, and the machine stopped. Enid and her friend were saved. Wednesday went up, freed Thing, and faced the stalker. The stalker turned out to be her biggest fan, the red-haired girl, her classmate. She had the power to be invisible. To impress Wednesday, she planned all this prank just to prove she was also crazy like Wednesday. Wednesday asked, "Why did you kill Kelvin?" The girl replied, "I didn't kill him, but I followed you and found Kelvin's phone. You can keep it." She also said she wanted to join Wednesday and help her. Wednesday agreed. On the other side, Siren went to Morticia's house. She used her power to convince Morticia's mother to give a donation for the gala function. Morticia agreed, but Siren didn't like using her power in this way. Wednesday and Thing noticed that Goody's book was missing. Thing told her that Morticia might have taken it. Meanwhile, the driving teacher was going home, but Pug's zombie attacked and ate her. Adam's family was taking care of Thing, trying to keep him happy, but Morticia was worried about Wednesday. She even called her mother because she realized the principal was using her just to get funds from her mother. But Morticia hated her mother, who had troubled her in childhood. Wednesday tried to steal the Goody book from Morticia's room, but got caught. She became angry and told Morticia about her vision, in which Enid was dying, surrounded by crows, and a one-eyed raven always followed her. She also saw that Kelvin and his friend were killed by the same person. Morticia said, "Our visions can be false." Wednesday replied, "My visions never lie." Morticia warned her that she was overusing her powers. By using the book, she was taking shortcuts, which was dangerous. Morticia's sister had suffered the same way. She said she wouldn't allow it to happen to Wednesday. Wednesday became angry and left. The next day, Enid was preparing for the camp, but Wednesday didn't want to go. Pug and his friends saw the zombie's head healing again. When Kelvin's body was buried, Wednesday and her friends attended. She asked the doctor about someone who could control birds. The doctor agreed to help. Meanwhile, Siren cleverly brought her mother to a hotel room. Her mother had lost her powers, her husband left her, and she was now alone. Siren was very sad for her. She told her mother to stay hidden. Wednesday, with her friend's help, disguised as Kelvin and activated his phone. They ordered things from his account and found pictures of Kelvin's friend's house, which was far from school. Thing told her that nearby there was going to be a school camp. Wednesday agreed to join the camp, which made Enid happy. Everyone reached the camp by bus. Wednesday and Pug met their parents, but they didn't like it. Pug even brought the zombie in a coffin, which made his friend angry. Pug said he had set firecrackers outside. If the zombie escaped, they would know. The kids were ready to play games. Another professor arrived with his team. Both teams wanted to camp there, so Wednesday challenged them. If you want this place, defeat us in a game. The game was a race with eggs. Each school had one egg, and 10 kids were to play. One pair would guard their egg, while the other pair tried to steal the rival's egg. After stealing, they had to fire a flare gun and put the egg on the tower to win. The normal kids, without powers, used weapons. One boy shot an arrow at Enid's roommate, whose snakes came out and turned his friend into stone. A normie stole the egg, fired the flare, and announced their success. Wednesday got angry and sent Enid, but normies used smoke bombs. Enid became unwell. Pug's friend used flies to attack normies, making them weak. Wednesday ignored the smoke, took the egg, and fired a flare to announce. Outcasts were happy. Then Wednesday saw a normie boy climbing the tower. She tied a rope with her arrow, swung toward him, and kicked him unconscious. She put the egg on the tower, and Outcasts won the camp. Everyone was happy. The principal praised Wednesday, saying tonight's empire was only for her, as she was the best player. But Wednesday ignored him and walked away. The team head scolded his students for losing to one girl and decided to take revenge at night. At night, students were enjoying music around the campfire. Wednesday went to Kelvin's friend's house to search. There, she found a secret board showing Kelvin and his friend investigating many outcasts who had died in Below Hall, the outcast prison. Their deaths were mysterious, and it was all linked to a girl. Wednesday realized she must find that girl, but without Goody's book, she could not see visions or use her powers. So she decided that at any cost, she must get the book back. Enid and her friend were walking in the forest. Then Enid's roommate came and asked, "Why are you doing this to me?" She said, "I don't understand. How did I suddenly stop liking you and start liking him instead?" Feeling sad, the roommate left. Wednesday went to Morticia and asked for her book, but Morticia refused, saying it was for Wednesday's safety. So Wednesday challenged her for a family duel. Morticia became happy. The duel was to fight with swords while blindfolded. At night, the team leader tried to enter a tent but fell down. Because of that, a rope broke and the zombie was freed. The zombie attacked the team head and ate his brain. The rope also set off firecrackers, which scared Pug and his friend. Meanwhile, Wednesday and Morticia each tied artificial hearts on their clothes. The rule was to break the other's heart without seeing. Both started sword fighting. Morticia defeated Wednesday, which made her sad. Wednesday threw her sword, but it accidentally struck the zombie behind Morticia, trapping it again. Morticia was very happy to see her daughter's bravery. Soon, officers arrived and captured the zombie. Everyone felt relieved. At that moment, Wednesday saw the killer with the raven watching her, but the killer suddenly disappeared. Inside Below Hill, Jody told the doctor that the zombie had been captured, and they felt happy. They also saw a new prisoner who turned out to be Tyler's master. Tyler's master and the doctor talked. The doctor wanted her help to fix Tyler because she could not cure him. Tyler's master agreed and went to see him. Tyler was very angry. When his master came, he grabbed her tightly. She said, "Son, I know you're angry, but I will take you out of here. But Tyler threw her away. His master only laughed. On the other side, Wednesday went to the graveyard and dug out the bones of the dead outcast children. There she met her grandmother and became happy. Raven was watching them from above. Wednesday told her grandmother, I will reveal the truth behind Kelvin's death. Together they checked the bones and discovered they were all animal bones, not human. Just then, Raven stole the paper of the dead and ran away. Wednesday chased him and saw the killer escaping with him. She returned and told her grandmother to buy the graveyard and find who was behind this. She warned that if her grandmother gave her this responsibility, Morticia would become very angry. Her grandmother agreed, just to make Morticia jealous. Wednesday told her friends, the raven is always watching, but we must find the truth. Then she met her uncle, whom she had called. She gave him the task to enter below hall and find the girl. Meanwhile, at the hotel, police came because of chaos. They arrested Siren's mother since she had no record there. They also caught Wednesday's uncle for destroying the room and for theft in the past. Wednesday met Morticia and asked about her aunt. Morticia said, years ago, my sister used her powers too much. Her black tears fell, and she was sent to outcast prison just then. Wednesday's grandmother arrived. Morticia was shocked. She gifted the graveyard to Wednesday, which made her happy. After sending Wednesday outside, Morticia argued with her mother. Her mother said, there's already distance between you and your daughter. Wednesday is capable, but you are standing in her way. Let her make her own path. She also said, the school only wants donations from me. I will donate, but in return, you must return Goody's book to Wednesday. Morticia burned the book instead. Her mother became angry and left. At school, the killer was secretly watching Wednesday. Her friend told her that an old man might be linked to all this. Enid became upset with Wednesday, saying she didn't spend time with her anymore. Wednesday replied, but you wanted to stay away from me earlier. Suddenly, many crows attacked. Chaos spread everywhere. Wednesday tried to save Ed, while the principal used his powers to push the crows away. But one crow carried Kring and flew away. The principal used a fireball, separating them. Kring fell, but Enid caught him before he hit the ground. Wednesday saw the killer and chased her. The killer ran through secret school paths and disappeared. Meanwhile, officers questioned Siren's mother. Siren arrived and used her powers to convince them to release her mother and close the case. Morticia warned Wednesday, the crows keep attacking. If you don't stop, you will destroy everything in prison. Thing met Wednesday's uncle and told him about the old man who might know about the girl. The uncle asked a guard, who took him to the old man. The old man's mind was broken, and he was a normie who once taught at the school. When asked, the man's parrot mocked him. The uncle gave him a powerful electric shock. Wednesday asked her professor about someone who could control birds. The professor said, that old man is a normie. His daughter was an outcast, but I don't know her name. The old man tricked the uncle by giving a name and showing him a secret room. The uncle suspected the girl was inside. Meanwhile, Tyler's master told the doctor, I must talk to him. A Hyde never kills his master. We must work together. The doctor replied, I don't trust you. She then exposed Wednesday's uncle's presence, making the doctor angry. The uncle was beaten and locked with the zombie. Thing saw this and told Wednesday, so she decided to save him. At night Wednesday, her friend and Enid went to Below Hall. At the gate, cars were being checked. Her friend caused an explosion in the office as a distraction, and they entered. Inside, Wednesday freed her uncle with the help of the music teacher, who was calming prisoners with music. But the zombie also broke free. Guards took Tyler's master away, but the zombie killed them. She tried to escape but ran into Wednesday. The siren rang, and the doctor released all prisoners. The doctor also brought the old man to the office. Wednesday and her uncle opened a storeroom and found a secret path. They discovered the girl was not a person, but a secret project about experiments on outcasts. In the basement, they saw many cells in a machine where outcasts were tortured and declared dead. Kelvin had been researching outcasts because he didn't want his son Tyler to suffer like this. They found a scared girl there, but then Raven and the killer arrived. Wednesday recognized the killer. It was the prison manager, the old man's daughter. She knew all the school's secret paths because of her father. Jody revealed her father wanted powers and experimented on outcasts. He failed to gain powers because of age, so he gave powers to her, the ability to control birds. Wednesday and her uncle were shocked. The uncle attacked Jody with a huge electric shock, cutting off all power. All prisoners escaped. A prisoner tried to capture Jody, but she escaped. Wednesday rescued the scared girl. Officers shot the zombie, but it was useless. Tyler's master freed him, but he told her, "Because of you, I was trapped here. You are not my master anymore." He then killed her and transformed into a stronger Hyde. The uncle freed his friends and escaped. The zombie killed the doctor and then killed the old man too. Wednesday faced the Hyde. She told the girl to run. The Hyde came close, staring at her, but she didn't fear him. Suddenly, Enid came flying, injured, and fell. Officers arrived, but the Hyde killed many and escaped into the forest. Thing found Wednesday badly hurt, but she was strong and smart. She would recover. And with this, the story ends here. In the end, Wednesday and her friends faced dangers, betrayals, and dark secrets, but they also proved that courage and unity can fight any evil. This movie teaches us that truth always comes out, no matter how many lies hide it. It also shows us that family, friendship, and bravery give us the real strength to face even the darkest challenges. And remember, evil may look powerful, but it always falls in front of honesty and courage. So, if you like this story, don't forget to like, comment, share the video, and subscribe to our channel, The Last Chapter. See you in the next video with a new chapter.